Hi, this is Kevin from drawingandcoloring.com, and here with another drawing video for you. I have something a little bit different today. I'm actually going to go ahead and walk you through. I'm going to do a series of videos. It's going to be one video that's going to show you the outline, and you're going to draw, and you're going to go ahead right with me. So it's actually going to get you some results while you watch the video. Not a lot of videos I see out there actually are doing that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And in the next video, we'll go ahead and show you how to do the shading and finish it up. And then by the end of this three-part series, you're going to have a fully completed eye. So that'll help you gain a little more experience and exactly see what you need to do. So what we're going to do first here is there are going to be some supplies. You're going to need a ruler. That's how to draw a manga ruler. I'm not exactly sure where I got that from, but any ruler will do. Using a 2B pencil here, either one, it doesn't matter which one you have, they all work. Factus eraser, again, any eraser will work with this. And some kind of pencil sharpener to get the tip, at least, well, this one's a little dull, but you want to have some kind of tip on there. And that's where we're going to start. So first we're going to go ahead, and everything that you draw can pretty much be summed up or drawn in a box. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and draw a box, or more of, because what we're going to start drawing is a mouth. We're going to do a mouth today. So if you draw, let's see what this is. So it's kind of not the best box, but again, it doesn't even need to be perfect. Actually, let's go ahead and draw an eye. We'll go ahead and draw an eye since this looks a little more of a square. So basically, what we're going to do is use the box as judging points. It's almost like if you've ever been on the website and you see the method I show is to grid out your piece. This is really going to be kind of a zoomed in shot of that, but we'll be drawing an eye in the one circle, in the one square. So now that we have the square, the first thing you want to do is we want to kind of, you can even draw, we're going to just go ahead and do a circle. Just draw a circle inside here as best you can. And this is actually going to help you with your perspective and how you see things. It's going to help you judge spaces a little better, just so you can kind of learn how to draw shapes. And I think this is, kind of looks like a Japanese flag, if I'm correct. So just draw a circle the best you can. It's not even going to be the eye, so you can draw it as light as you want. I'm going to draw it a little darker here just so you can see. And there's our eyeball. That's giving you some perspective. You can go ahead and pause the video now and finish up that eyeball, and we can come back. Now that we have the circle drawn with the square or the rectangle shape, we have our the main basis for the whole eye that we're going to draw. So if you look at any eye, there's the eyelid. The eyelid is really going to be the main shape giver. It's going to give the shape to the eye the most. And this is going to be a generic eye, so I'm not really working from any photos, so this just is going to help you with learning how to draw the different shapes. If you take this box and divide it kind of in the middle, doesn't have to be perfect, we're going to use those as guidelines for the eyelids. So if you want to start, you can even kind of choose the middle of this box as well. And just kind of want to do a target. And then we're going to take this line and go over. And you want to do an arch kind of, or similar to that, and just kind of swoop it down on the edges. You can see it kind of goes up over, almost like a car. Like if you look at the profile of a car, you can think of this as the windshield, and this is like a top of the convertible and the back window. So now that we have the top, all we have to do is do the same thing on the bottom. Do the exact same thing. And again, all of these lines, they don't have to be perfect. They just need to be drawn with kind of a little bit of, kind of just almost mirroring the top. That's really all we're going to do right now. You can fix each line if you want. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started on the next step. Okay, so now that we have basically the eye shape is what we drew here, and then we have the eyelids, then we can start, if you really want to see how it's going to start taking shape, you can draw the upper lids like this, and all you can do is just follow the curvature of the ball already that you drew. And then there's your eye. There's your eyelid. Pretty simple, right? So, then you should do that on the bottom. And you can kind of draw it how you want, like that. And then you can kind of see it looks like this is starting to really kind of wrap around the ball. So, and that's it. It really doesn't get much simpler than that. Now at this point, since we have the eyelid, we have the ball, we have the eyeball itself, now we're just going to start filling in the iris. Which, it's kind of, going to make it pretty big. Go ahead, yeah. If you've ever had the, kind of reminds me of the Ninja Turtles. If you've ever seen the Technodrome, there's that big eye on the top of the Technodrome. It almost looks exactly like this. That's kind of why I'll go ahead and erase this. That's kind of, that's one of the inspirations for this a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty much exactly like this drawing if you've ever seen that. Just roll off the top of the Technodrome. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so now that we have the ball, we have the eyelids, we have the iris itself. Now you want to kind of take the middle of that ball and go ahead and add a pupil. This doesn't have to be perfect. Again, just kind of find the middle of it. And there you go. You can even just color it in black. If you want to go ahead and add a little highlight to it for a little more realism, that works too. Okay. And as you can see, it's already starting to come together and look like a real eye here. So that's really about it for that. If you want to, this is really just going to be the outline phase of this. In the next video, we're going to go ahead into shading and giving it some more depth and actually make it look real. So at this point, we're pretty much done. You have the main outline of the eye, and that's all you really need. We can go ahead and fill in a little bit of like the little, what is that called? Well, the little gland in the eye right there. Maybe a little bit over here, but that's the eye. If you want to get into, you want to clean this up before we get to the shading, you would just go ahead and erase this. And then that's going to bring everything together a little bit more for you probably. And there you go, there's the main outline for your eye. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and start in with the shading, give it a little more realism, a little more punch, and by the end of this, like I said, you're going to have a realistically drawn eye from start to finish. It's not going to be those speed drawings. Those speed drawings are nice, but nobody really, it's not really seeing anything happen there. You're just kind of watching someone else's skill. You're not really developing your own. So figured I'd throw together a few videos to actually walk you through a process of really getting it down and actually seeing some results. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have any comments or anything, just go ahead and leave them in the section below, and I hope to see you in the next video.